Shall we do? I think we're ready to go. And sorry again, everybody. That was great. So, shall we? Is there anything else we'd like to do before we pick up where we left off?
No, it's all good.
Yeah. So we'll go until about 9:45, 10 tonight. Is that all right?
Yeah.
All right. Sick. Yeah, even a bit longer if you like. Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
10:30, but if you need to leave early, that's no problem.
Yeah, no problemo. So would anybody like to do a quick recap of what we did last time? We'd started at the...
That's always welcome, man.
We were heading to the inn, and we found the sign was gone and the door broken in, and we found a survivor in the water, who
Yes.
we picked up, and
Otar was in the waters.
he said they were raided by orcs who'd grabbed the staff. So what happened is the two boats we were on has grabbed him and are heading off to alert. I think they're heading in both directions to alert everybody else that orcs are around, and we're going after to rescue the people.
Yep.
And we bypassed the ambush altogether, and then we got in. We found a spot where the groups were hiding. The halflings set fire to the gear of the goblins or the orcs.
No, we didn't. I'm kidding.
Thank you for that. I'm sure I saw you.
No, it didn't.
It wasn't me.
No, that's right.
So what happened from there is that we managed to put 2 arrows through the guy that was guarding the actual hostages.
Yep.
Which was good because he would have drawn his weapon and used them as a hostage.
Yeah. Wait.
Somebody shot one of the wargs for 3 points, and then I went and stabbed the other one clean through and killed him in one shot. And then the GM went, "Oh, he's got a really nice pelt, by the way."
Exactly.
So I'm thinking, I so want that pelt. In the meantime, the big orc was headed for the commotion, where the goblins were headed for the fire.
Yeah. And that's where we left off.
So we
Yeah.
left.
All right,
Yeah.
just quick one, GM. My distinctive
Yes.
features didn't register when you put it in the.
Oh,
last
okay. Yeah, let me do that now, actually, before we...
Cool.
I'll bring up your character sheet from here. Distinctive features
one. Inquisitive.
where it was burglary was one.
Yeah,
Is that right?
inquisitive, keen-eyed, and burglary. So inquisitive
And keen-eyed. All right.
and burglary.
How about now? That
Yep.
should have worked.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Because I was putting it on a token before. Well, let's go to the. I still like battle maps, so I gotta. This is John Hodgson's art. It's his battle map.
Oh yeah.
He was the art director for the first edition.
Yep.
I still really love.
You had earlier our avatars, but they're no longer there.
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay.
There's Belagon. There's Edorath. There's James and Christy. And there's Selwyn. And let's get some bad guys out. Now, there were some orcs.
Cool.
There was 2 Goblin Archers. An Orc Guard. And there was one more wolf, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it that the ones that sniff out people? The
Oh, it was the Snaga.
snagger. He's dead.
Yeah. The Snaga Tracker's dead.
Yeah,
So I'm not going to put them on.
Is that where the warg is?
Oh, look at that. That's so cool.
No. I can't remember exactly where where was the warg traveling to last time?
Wargs were near us patrolling, and we went after them.
Yeah. That's right.
yeah, there was
Yeah.
one.
So this is the rise in the. Let's say they're
Yeah.
camping down here.
Yeah.
And there are some.
Because the goblins were, I think it were goblins. They were heading for the fire.
Yeah. They were heading for the fire.
And they were ahead of the big orc. But I don't think that was the actual leader of the orcs. I think that's just a nasty guard. I got a bad feeling we still haven't seen the big guy.
Possibly.
Hmm.
Now, Well, I think we
there
were.
was a
We could.
chieftain.
What's that? Sorry. I thought you said something there, Andrew.
I think that we did see the chieftain.
We saw a big
Uh,
orc, but
hello?
I don't know that it was.
Yeah.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let me see what we got up to. So we'll say that this is the field for now. We'll say that this is the battlefield for now.
That works.
You got this big orc guard here. Two goblin archers. You have the patrolling wolf.
Mhm.
And we've done the opening volleys, I believe, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, 2 shots went into the stagger creature. One through his arm and the other through an eye.
Yeah.
And he was dead before he hit the ground. Then
Yeah.
somebody wounded the warg that's for 3 points that's here
Yeah.
in front of me. I skewered the other one and killed him outright.
Yeah, nice.
And
Um,
where were the hostages?
Where are
The
the
hostages,
people?
the captives,
Yeah, hostages.
they're down with these orcs here. Yeah, they're down
Hang
with
on,
these.
hang on. No, they
Cool.
were clear of those creatures. The
Okay.
creatures were moving away. The stagger
Oh,
creature was
gotcha,
the
yeah.
one guarding them, and he's been shot and killed.
Oh, gotcha. Right. So, I'm moving them all. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So you probably want to move them a little closer to the cave. So that could
Yeah.
be bad for me.
So we'll move those there.
Yeah.
So I suspect
Okay.
they'll take unkindly being shot at.
Yeah, and then these, we'll say the captives are here. Let's say in this spot,
Well,
just
you've
there.
got an archer near them.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't that the case?
No.
Cool.
It was only the snagger guy was left with them, and he's dead.
Oh, right. Okay.
Like I
Okay.
said, the big guy and the goblins were all taken up by the fire.
Yeah.
So good move on thinking on that one.
Yeah, where was the fire? Sorry,
We're in their camp.
in their camp. Okay.
So I think move that up a little bit.
Yeah, where do you think? To about here somewhere.
Something like that, yeah.
Move these guys here.
That looks
The
pretty good
captives.
to me.
Captives were somewhere here. The warg is on patrol here.
He
Yeah.
won't be for long.
Yeah, he won't be for long. Yeah. Now let me just draw a little thing here. That's the captives here. My artwork.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
so cool.
All right. So let's enter combat. So I've got a combat sheet for this.
Do we roll it? Okay.
No, you assume a stance. So if so you choose a stance. There's forward, open, defensive, rearward.
How do you
Um,
pick them?
And just another thing, we probably have to do. We I can't remember if we had any additional bonuses.
Yeah,
Because you have to
good.
usually roll bonus. You roll for battle before you go in. So
We
I,
had a bonus. I rolled that, and someone else had gotten us a stealth bonus.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were attacking with +2. Yeah.
You just determine who goes first.
So if I go that and that.
Yeah, so I'm going to need a little bit of help with this bit. How does the order play out in combat?
So you choose your stances, and then your
Mm.
stance then determines
correct.
when you attack, basically.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So we all choose a stance, then we figure out who is engaging with us.
Yeah,
If there's anybody that can or that is, and then everyone who is forward attacks first, then everyone who is open, then defensive, then rearward.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the stance. Okay, so if everybody would like to choose their stance,
I'll take
Yeah.
and in
rearward.
fact, what we can do,
Yeah.
I've got a sheet for this.
That it's ranged. We're all pretty much
Select it for the character.
I'm gonna copy
Okay.
this and bring you
Good.
to here.
Did you just wipe the? I
Yeah, we're just moving to a adversaries are here.
Yeah, cool.
see.
Got these dudes. Okay. So please assign yourself to the correct stance. Can you guys see your character sheets?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
what can you see? Can you see the
I
combat
can see
page?
Yeah,
I can see combat and defensive, open, forward, adversaries, etc., etc., etc.
But you can't see the tokens?
Nope.
no.
When you
Oh,
switch it, the tokens all
I don't have
disappear.
token.
That's so strange. Okay, let me just put some new ones out. Oh, wonder why.
Have they disappeared down the bottom, maybe?
Did you see them? No. You should be able to see them now. So I put one in each.
Oh,
each
yeah.
box. Yeah, can you see them now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Yes, we can.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
So I can't copy paste. That's good to know. All right, so we've got 2 and forward.
Why have we got an archer and
One
forward?
in the open.
Oh,
I could go forward if you want, and change over to the archer go to open.
well, it depends on what you want to do. If you want to do ranged fire, you have to go in rearward.
And just another thing with we have to kind of figure out. There's obviously initiative, and then after initiative, and you guys gonna have to help me out with the conversion to 2E, because I've been lazy and haven't actually read the 2E book properly yet. But yeah, in 1E, you got to figure out initiative, and then ambush. So we've successfully ambushed them. So if they ambushed us, we wouldn't get an opening volley, and our roll to get a battle check would be higher if they ambushed us. The fact that we ambushed them, I can't remember what it grants us, but we probably have initiative, and we've got opening volleys. Yeah. So,
Well, we did. The first round was opening volleys. That was totally out of surprise.
And then in 1E, if there's more enemies than heroes, then I believe the enemies assign themselves to the heroes, and if there's more heroes, the heroes assign themselves to enemies. So in 2E, I don't know if it's still the same. Please correct me as you go. I'll just keep dropping in 1E's rules. If we don't know, and then we can slowly but surely upgrade.
Yeah.
The thing I do know that you cannot be attacked by more than 3 enemies at one time.
Yeah. So if we are 1, 2, 3, 4, and there are 4 enemies, I don't know if you do a competing roll, and you roll to see who's going to assign. But in this case, just we can go easy on ourselves and just go and let the GM decide who he's going to attribute the heroes to the enemies to the heroes. Because essentially he could put 2 heroes to 1 enemy, or I think you have to always start by assigning 1 to each open enemy, and then you can start doubling up. Then you can only double up.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just going to open it up here. Where are we at here? So
either we get to choose or they get to choose. So that's up to the GM.
well, right now the only one who's within melee or combat range is the wolf. The other 3 are they're under the hill, so to speak.
Yep.
So this dude is in the forward stance.
So it's almost like a second round of opening volleys, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still we'll say for 2 rounds. You guys have the jump on these guys.
And if there's enough distance, opening volleys do extend to 2 rounds. Just FYI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get to do a second round of opening volleys if that's what you want, or
That's
we can
right,
just go
yeah.
straight into the wolf can actually attack us on this round, or it can't.
Yeah.
It's up to you, GM.
Yeah, the wolf can.
Okay. So then opening volleys are finished then.
Yeah.
I might just go to open. Is that okay?
That's fine, yeah.
Or forward?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yep.
So I'm just looking up page 95 as the combat.
Yes.
Not like I see. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Stances.
Yeah, the rearward stance is the only one that allows player hero to make range attacks after the opening volleys.
Mm-hmm.
So you could still stay in rearward stance, but if somebody gets to you, I think you then have to switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure if you can stay in, as long as there's 2 people in forward or open, or I can't remember what it was, but as long as your party has those areas covered in forward or open, I can remain in rearward throughout the battle, I think.
Yeah,
No one can get to you.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Correct.
Unless we die. Unless
Correct.
we
Correct.
die.
Oh, right. I understand what you mean by get
Yep,
to you. So,
yep.
Yeah.
cool,
To maneuver to you.
Yeah, so then it's when all the player heroes have resolved their actions, the lore master will resolve the action. Yeah, so the party goes first.
Cool, man.
Isn't that right?
Hang on.
The actions
Or
resolutions.
player heroes and enemies, or sides equally matched. Players in close damage choose an unengaged adversary to face from among them to choose the Lore Master. They're not a free enemies to engage. Player heroes in close combat left with an adversary must engage an enemy already engaged by another player hero, etc., etc. When fighting, they will be enemies left when fighting. Interesting. Yes, the company goes first.
Yeah, the company goes first.
sounds good.
Yeah.
So then it goes from
Forward, open, defensive,
yeah,
rear.
correct.
Yeah.
So since we have 2 in forward, I think you guys have to check on a certain stat to see who goes first, or you guys can just decide yourselves.
Okay.
But that's 1E once again.
You can go first, Mike.
Well, hang on. Did you maneuver to the wolf, did you?
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
who's
they
first?
would. I'm pretty sure they
I'll
would.
check.
Right behind you.
Because there's only
Yeah.
one enemy.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought-
Edoras was
Yeah.
closer to the wolf, so it makes sense that he would go first.
Alright, so according to this roll formula, 1 plus 3d6. Now I should be
Yeah.
on a bonus dice
Yeah.
and 1 for a forward stance.
Yeah, and before you click, you have to select the target by pressing Alt and then left click.
So I click Alt and left click just now, just to select my target.
Yeah, I think so.
So, Alt, left click.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
It doesn't actually highlight. It highlights it when you're holding an Alt, but anyways, it's probably selected. Let's trust that.
Yeah,
it is.
it's like for me.
Let's trust that it is.
If I move the mouse away from it, it's no longer highlighted.
Oh, so hang on,
Oh,
hang on. Let me see.
I think I can do it.
It's not giving me a forward stance when I click on spears.
You need to select one token.
quick question: Are we by Esgaroth or Dale at this point?
You're kind of in between. You're on the way to Dale.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, how annoying! It says you need only one. It's not allowing us to select. Let me just double check how to.
Yeah, man, it's all good. I'm surprised. I'm just amazed at everything we've set up so far. So thanks so much,
Yeah.
Jim.
Oh, no worries, man. We might have to roll.
Discord.
No, but we can roll in the
just
game as
manually.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll it here and apply it to the creature.
Yeah.
The only thing that's not affecting, the thing I'm not seeing is how the stances pick up. I can roll a bonus die for the battle, but I should have an additional bonus die for the forward stance.
Yeah, so you can type in /R.
Well,
Are
no,
you rolling?
I wanted to use the die roller.
Yeah. I don't know why that's not working. I'll have to iron. Oh, hang on. There you go. How'd you do that?
Well, it brought up the table. I've rolled. Ooh, he just took 26 points of damage. Now the interesting thing is it quickly loses the which ones were sixes, but there was one 6 in there.
Just check in the chat. Just
No,
check in
you
the
can
chat.
click it. Yeah, go in chat and click the roll formula, and it'll say 4 successes, and there's a 6 with a 10 more.
Yep. So I got a 6. So I can. Oh, I've done.
Oh yeah.
4 damage to him, and he's already taken 3. But what I can do is I can use the D6, the 6, to apply +3 to that 8, which makes it a piercing attack.
Oh, great. Okay.
Is Balagon? Is he still alright? Can you still hear us, Balagon?
Andrew,
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I
just,
can.
Just checking on you. All good.
Yep. My turn.
hang
No,
on.
not yet. Just
Yep.
just checking in on you. No worries. We'll give you a shot. It's almost your turn.
Apparently that was a great success.
It's my turn, is it?
Not yet. No,
Not yet. Not yet. Just
Hello?
checking. Just checking in on you. That's all.
I'm trying to pierce the creature.
Yeah.
So it makes an armor roll, doesn't it? I think.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. An armor roll. That's a failure.
Good.
So it was pierced.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah. How does pierce work again?
Essentially, on your weapon, on your
Just
on
says
your-
that damage, doesn't it?
yeah, on your weapon, there's a just check what your threshold on
weapon,
weapon is, your pierce rating. So if you've met your pierce rating, this is 1E. So correct me if I'm
Yeah.
wrong, but on 1E, if you've met your pierce rating, then the enemy does a armor check to see if they can protect against that pierce rating. So you just essentially you do a normal roll, and your normal roll according to your weapon will tell you if you do a pierce, and then they do an armor check to see if they actually receive that wound or not.
If the roll fails, then the target of the attack has received a life-threatening blow, a wound.
Yep.
So he failed, he takes a wound. If he's
Oh,
only
okay,
got
nice.
one wound, he might drop.
What was your weapons
Yeah.
protection test? What was the value? Like,
It's a
0.
14.
okay, 14, and what did he roll?
6.
Okay, then he's
Yeah, that's a
he's
failure.
very much buggered.
Yeah. He is. So his might drops to 1, right?
Well, he's taken a wound. No, not
Yeah. So
yet.
he's wounded. Yeah.
I'm excited, Edorath, to hear how that happened, if that's all right.
Yeah. Would you like to
Well-
describe it?
Go into detail, man.
He's growling at me rather unfriendly like, and I've gone low and in through the throat.
Oh,
Oh, nice. Go for the throat.
So yeah, that'll shut him up at the very least.
Yeah. Well,
Does
sure did.
say most adversaries are killed outright when wounded. This is page. What
isn't
page
it on 1E? It's 2 wounds will silence an enemy.
one?
It's 2E.
Well, it
One
depends on that
E.
might,
1E. It's
or
2 wounds.
hey,
Hang
Yeah.
on. Most adversaries are killed outright when wounded. See adversaries, page 142. Player heroes, on the other hand, can resist being wounded once without serious consequence, but risk their
Oh.
lives if injured a second
All
time.
right, so you've just taken this thing out. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks, man. We learn. I'm learning as we go.
Yeah, no, same here, because I saw first edition tour a long time ago with Tom,
Hmm.
and no one was really playing it, so I never got into it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm well versed in 1E.
Yeah.
I get that.
So,
If the
but,
adversary might is 2 or more, though, the wound just knocks it down from whatever the might score is to the, like, it's -1 might. So
Yeah. It's
if
minus
he
one
went
might.
2, yeah, then he's back to 1.
Yeah. Yeah, might indicates the number of wounds required to slay a foe outright. So in this
Okay.
case, the wolf has one, the warg has one might. But if
okay.
it was like a bigger creature, like a troll or
Yeah.
Smaug,
Yeah.
it would have a lot more wounds, a lot more might.
That's exciting, man, to see the changes in the rules. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. It's also the number of attacks it can take
Yeah.
in a round of combat.
Yeah.
Does that mean I can call myself Edirath Warg Killer?
Yeah, warg slayer. Yeah, warg killer.
Warg Slayer? Yeah, that sounds better.
Yeah. It also says adversaries can make a number of attacks up to their might score. Yeah, targeting multiple foes in the same round. Yeah, so these might for how many wounds and how many attacks it can make as well.
Yeah.
Is interesting. So it's dead.
Yay.
Sorry, Andrew.
Okay.
Dead. Heard of that?
What happens next? The wolf is dead.
Oh, I think you can target it by right-clicking and selecting the target symbol.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So do you want to give that a go, Andrew, and see if you can target Belagon by if you can use Belagon to target whichever one you want to attack.
So there's more adversaries on the right. So since the
Yeah.
wolf is down, you choose one of those 3.
Okay, choose one of the 3 over here. I'll just have to move the map. Like that.
So apparently you should be able to right click.
Selected.
I can't do that. If I right click, it does nothing.
Oh, really? There's nothing.
If I right click on me, it brings up my stats.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we've been doing works pretty well. All good.
Anyway,
Yeah. I'll iron that out for next time, for next session.
All good, man.
okay. How far away are these adversaries?
Like maybe like 30 feet underneath you. You're currently on a hill, which looks like it's been not dug out, almost like it's been like a landslide.
So
So
Andrew's
you're-
in rear, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're.
I think I found a way to highlight it where you got 4 arrows pointing in.
Yeah, how did you do that?
I think I was holding Alt right click.
Oh, alt right click. Interesting.
I tried that. Didn't work.
Hang on.
Alt right click now.
Maybe it's shift. Shift. Yeah, put shift Alt. That should
Oh,
do something.
shift.
It was always alt and
Yeah,
alt shift.
Okay, I've got it for you guys. It's just right click, double click, right click.
Yes.
Yep.
Double click,
Cool.
right click.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ah, cool. That's how you get that menu up. Display name.
Hang on. Now I've got it.
Oh, yeah. And then when you double right click on the creature, it targets it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's great. That's really great. Thank you.
No worries, man.
So
Okay.
let me just play if this were.
All right, so Andrew, you can just double click, right click on one of those 3, and then it'll show us which one you've selected.
I'll go for the one in the.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going for the one on
I'll
the right.
go for
so
the one in the
that's-
middle.
Sounds good.
Okay. I'll charge in. Here's my character.
Yeah, you want to describe that?
I'll
So you're
charge
currently above. You're on a hill above them. Are you gonna? How did you want to do that?
I'm
Be as
going to
cinematic as possible.
jump down.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll jump down,
Yeah.
roll if I have to, and stand up and attack the middle guy.
Okay, so if you make
Does that sound
make
okay?
an Now, hang on, let me see where we have to.
Athletics.
Yeah, make an athletics check. And if you, we'll call this cinematic advantage. So if you make the athletics check, you can
Yep.
get advantage on the attack roll.
Okay, here it goes.
Oh, a great success.
Okay.
Oh, embellish this, please.
Jumps down, rolls, stands up, and attacks.
Yep. Do you want to attack with? Yep.
Drew, to
forward.
let you know, you've got a 6. Now, you can use it to do additional damage with the weapon,
Correct.
or you can use it to bump
Yep.
that 9 to a pierce.
Yeah.
I'll bump us at 9 to a pierce. If that's okay.
What was that? That was your athletics
And
roll,
now-
wasn't it? So you need to make your
Oh.
attack.
Yep.
Oh,
You can carry it forward
Yep.
to your
Here.
sorry, was that the
athletics.
athletic, was it?
So you can, or
Oh,
alternatively,
he
you could.
failed
Make,
his attack. He failed his
oh,
attack.
you failed the attack.
Hang on.
Hope-
He's supposed to have 1 bonus for battle and 1 bonus for a forward stance. Now, it's only
So you-
rolled 3d6.
There should
Okay.
be 46.
Well, I
Okay.
think 5.
Oh, 5. Yeah, so roll an additional 2
Okay.
2d6, please. I think it's slash R
Real or
2d.
slash R? Okay. Okay, I have to.
Oh, you could
go
even.
back then.
Yeah.
In the Discord, there was some
I d-
links there on how to do it.
Can I just roll 2d6? I'll just do some real dice
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, you can roll. You can roll in game. You can roll slash R 2d. I should do it. Did you want me to roll for you?
Oh, no, I've got it wrong.
Oh, that didn't work. 2df.
There you go.
Oh no, that didn't
Fine.
work.
D12s.
Those are
Yeah.
d12.
Okay.
Oh bum.
I rolled a
Generous.
6 and a 4.
10.
A 6 and a 4. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So-
and it's in chat, isn't it? Yep.
Yeah, so that's a 6 and a
Balagon's
4.
come in.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Does that
you've
make it
basically got
pass?
2 Tengwar here. You got 2 Tengwar dice to do something with. So your total score would have been 11 plus 6 is 17 plus 4 is 21. So that's a definite hit. But you've also now got 2 Tengwars. So what would you like to use those special
The two
successes
sixes,
for?
Andrew. You was going to use one of them for pierce,
Yep.
and the other one you could use for things like doing extra endurance damage. So in that case, that might drop it.
Okay. Okay, I'll do so. So I rolled another 2d6, is that correct?
Yeah. And which one were you attacking, please?
The
The one in the middle.
Yeah, the one in the middle. Okay. And for how much damage was that then, please?
Yep.
Andrew, what's your weapon? No. What's your weapon damage, Andrew? It's in the sheet.
Yep, I'll just look at it. Actors. Going on.
I mean, if it's more
Damage
than
of the
8.
sword. Damage is 4.
And I think the D6 allows you to add 5 to that, or is that spear? Hang on, let me look that up.
This is just a normal sword, no long
Yeah.
sword.
Yeah, but you got a D6 on a 6, and that lets you have bonuses.
Yep. Okay. I rolled my extra dice, so I got a 6 and a 5.
No, you didn't need to do that.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
okay.
like D&D where you roll a separate damage dice. I think it's just in your
You
In this
get
class,
4
was it-
points of
How well
damage
you-
off the weapon. You can get. Now I gotta print these out separately so I have them.
Yep.
There is a
Damage.
yes. Multiple success icons we can use to trigger different results or the same ones multiple times. Heavy blow, any weapon. Spend 1 success item to inflict your adversary with an additional loss of endurance equal to your strength rating. That's where I got my 5 from.
Oh yeah,
Five?
okay. It would have been
Okay.
4 plus
Yep.
your strength rating.
Which would
What-
make it
what-
9.
Oh, okay, cool. So that actually drops it. Would you like to describe? He had an endurance of 8, so he's gone down. Do you want to describe that? How does that happen?
I roll up and I have a blow which is low, and it chops his legs off.
Oh, nice.
So,
Just to let you know, on page 99, and that's 99 of the bottom right-hand corner, you
Yeah.
have heavy blow, fend off any close combat weapon. You exploit your successful attack to place yourself in an advantage position. Spend 1 success item to modify your parry rating for the round by +1 for axes and all brawling weapons, +2 to swords, and +3 for spears. Woohoo! There's
Oh,
pierce.
wow.
Pierce is bows, spears, and swords, but not axes.
Yeah.
yep.
You then have shield thrust. You bash your opponents with your shield, pushing them back. If your strength is greater than the target's attribute level, spend 1 success item to push them back. Nice. And the adversaries inflicted a penalty, losing 1 dice for the length of the round in the rare case this prolonged damage is triggered multiple times. It may be employed to push back several different opponents.
Yeah.
So there's
Okay.
4 things you can do with those 6 on the D6s. That heavy blow, the fend off, the pierce,
Okay.
and the shield
Yeah.
bash. Or shield thrust.
This is
Oh,
good.
actually, that's a good.
Yep.
I'm gonna bookmark that page. Actually, that's a really good one to.
Yeah, I spotted that last time. That's why
Yep.
I went 666 and I went, oh,
handy.
I'll have 3 heavy blows and plus
Yeah.
19 points of damage, and you're going,
Yep.
right, he's dead.
I'm gonna shield thrust this guy like
Yep.
3 times. We're gonna jostle him.
Yeah, you're going to knock him about the field.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Good to know. Okay.
Also then has the details of piercing blow, which
Yeah.
can be rather lethal, as we've discovered.
Yeah. Okay. So, Andrew, was that your turn?
Yep, that was my turn. Yep.
Okay. So then we're up to Selwyn, please.
Alright, cool. So, Selwyn, standing back, is just going to take a shot with her bow.
Yeah.
Also, the Goblin Bowman out there. She's going to attack other Goblin Bowman. Oh,
So you should be able to target now, I think, right?
yeah, I think it's working.
Yeah, you should get the 4 arrows dotted around the.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, hang on. Maybe you forgot to set the parry stat of the target?
Oh.
Not a valid value, it says.
Oh no. Which one? Which one are you targeting? Sorry. Top or bottom?
Because the middle one's been killed.
Yeah, the middle one's been killed. The wolf's been killed. Is the top or the bottom on the left?
Bottom.
The bottom. The parry rating is.
Because it also says shields double, but given he's an archer,
No, it says no shield. Parry rating should be 0.
Yeah, should be. Hang on, let me try again. Just rolling it in Foundry. Are you-
you're rolling off your character sheet?
Yeah. Okay, hang on. Now it's reset it, so it's telling me I've got to try to target it again.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No worries, man. Take your time. Yeah, we're just ironing out a few.
You know what's going to
Issues.
happen. I'm going to go to roll 20 and I can't remember half of what I've done on roll 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so one I want to target.
For all its flaws, roll 20 is simple to use.
Not if you're the GM.
No, I GM'd for a long time on roll 20. I liked it.
Yeah,
Was,
You seem to struggle because there's levels, GM levels, player levels.
Hmm.
So I think Andrew probably needs
I
to
actually used D&D Beyond mostly, and then rolled from D&D Beyond using the Beyond
Yep.
20
Just rolling real dice and calling them out.
Yeah.
That's what
that was
we
the
do.
same time. Oh yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, that's a pretty good way to do it. I actually wouldn't mind.
That's what we
using-
use.
It's trust based, but I play other games with people who
Yeah.
prefer the dice rolls to be on the screen.
Yeah, fair enough. How are you going there, Selwyn?
Yep.
Oh, there
Yep.
you go. What was that? Oh, look at almost the Gandalf. Right?
Target, and it works now for the other target. So,
Oh, amazing. So great success.
success. Okie dokie.
Great success.
That's going to be a piercing blow.
Yeah.
So, if you want to roll protection for that big bloke,
Yeah. Roll protect. Oh, now which one are we talking about here? The top one?
yeah, the guy at the top, I switched.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Worked. Didn't work for the other guy for some reason.
So I'm making a protection roll here, am I? How do I? Where is it? Armor roll.
So it's an armor roll, basically. Yeah, it's a feat
Yeah.
die plus success equal to your protection.
There we go.
Ooh, he's
Oh, nasty.
Hang on, why is he getting a?
Ooh.
I thought armor was just like D6s.
Yeah,
Oh, hang on.
he's got 3
Yeah.
armor though. That's 3d6, and you still get a feat die.
Do you?
Feat
Yeah.
die is the number of
No, you. Yeah, you get a thick die.
yeah, feat
Yeah.
die is the number of d6
Yep, you're right.
armor. So yeah,
He's got. Yeah, he's a big boy. He's got 3
yeah,
an
no, that
armor
one.
of 3.
So instead, there's no
Feat
wound.
dice plus the number of success dice equal to the protection value of the armor worn.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's just
So he takes damage, but he doesn't get pierced. Is that right?
yeah, that's exactly right. So
Okay, cool.
So how much damage does your bow do?
Is it?
so does oh, hang on, sorry, I've lost it. Let me check. Uh,
It's 3 damage for a bow.
yeah,
3. Well, he could have a bigger bow.
yes.
Yeah, he can. He can have a bigger bow. Yep, you're right.
So he takes what's the damage there? Would be 4 damage?
Yeah,
Would be no. Selwyn, yeah. The damage is where is it? Bow. It's 3 damage, I think, is that right?
it is. Yeah, but hang on, I got
An injury on 14.
yeah, and I got some
You got 17.
yeah, and I got a d6 as well. So I can inflict.
No, but didn't you use that for the pierce?
I automatically pierce on anything more than a 9
Oh yeah, because you have keen. Yeah.
because it's keen. So I will apply
Yeah.
my strength rating as an additional damage using that d6. So
Yeah.
that becomes 3 plus 3, 6 damage.
Does anyone have great bow?
So sorry, what was the damage? It was 6 damage?
6. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, cool. So he's still up.
What for luck?
He's still up. He's a big boy. Do you want to describe how that looked?
Yeah. Oh. So Balwin brings up, takes bead, and the arrow flies not entirely true and embeds itself in the guy's shoulder. Because he's so big, he can sort of snap it off, has a sniff of the shaft, and just throws it backwards.
Nice. Yeah, cool. All right. James and Christy.
Yeah. Alrighty. Alright.
And just a reminder, guys, we're playing with cinematic advantage. So if you ever want to do anything cool, then if you make the roll, then you can
Yeah, cool.
absolutely narrate how you'd like to do it.
So how does cinematic advantage work? Do you spend anything to do that, like hope, and do you roll beforehand, or do you add any dice to your roll?
I guess this is more of a homebrew. Cinematic advantage is to bring up about a little bit more narration. If you want to do something really cool, like use the environment around you, use some furniture, use whatever's around you to your advantage, then you can make an additional roll to facilitate that action. And if you make that roll, then you can roll with advantage or favored on your attack roll.
Okay.
So it makes combat a little bit more narrative rather than mechanical.
All right.
Also, because I hate flanking in D&D.
Yeah, there was some kind of almost like Star Wars, Fantasy Flight's version of Star Wars, where they have this additional dice which makes it favorable or not favorable. So you can fail with a great success, like you can fail with favor, or you can succeed with a negative effect. So it's just like a narrative effect. And I was just skimming through 2E, and I don't know if I got it wrong, but I picked up that there was something similar to that. I might be completely off wrong. But yeah, anyways.
I think that might be the special successes, the Tengwars. If you get the 6s, then you can...
Oh, that was a question I wanted to ask. How do you gain advancement points in this one? So when you do a roll, can you call on one of your distinctive features? So if I've rolled and I got 1 6 or 2 6s in 1E, I could say if I got great success or extraordinary success, which is 1 6 or 2 6s on a successful roll, I can then gain an advancement point. So that's how we kind of like, accrue points, which we can use to level up. Or if I get a great success and I use one of my distinctive features to embellish in my description, I get an advancement point. Is there something like that in 2E?
I think advancement point is time-based.
Yeah, that's what I kind of got as well. So
I read that it said if you play one game, you get 3 XP and 3 adventure points.
it is, yeah. It's more that with the D6s and that sort of thing, it allows you to do the special successes
Yes.
And cancel a failure and score additional success at that
Okay, alright. Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, and then
That's
with
cool.
your distinctive feature, if your distinctive feature, you can use that to get inspiration. So when you spend a point of hope, instead of getting 1d6, you get 2d6.
If I use a distinctive feature that maybe facilitates narratively?
Yeah. Oh, so I could have said I swiftly stand up and shoot and spend a hope point to get 2 extra dice,
Okay.
for example.
Yeah.
So I would like to use, in that case, let me go to my character.
Okay.
So one of the character's distinctive features is keen-eyed. So help me out here, but if I want to add that distinctive feature now to give myself some kind of bonus, do I need to roll and get 6s to be able to call on that?
No, you just spend a point of hope and you get 2 extra dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for something and you're saying, well, I've got a keen eye and I'm attempting to search or explore or scan, it would then give you, well, if you're using the hope, it'd give you a 2d6 advantage to the roll to help it succeed.
Okay. So I'm going to minus hope from my sheet. I'll do that. So I'm down to 15. So I'm getting 2 extra d6s, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll be using my bow. Do I just type in, or do I just click on my bow, or how do I add those 2 extra d6s? What do you guys have you been doing?
You
Just click on.
Yeah, when you click your bow,
Mm-hmm.
so if you've already targeted your target, when you click bow, a box like a dialogue box should come up with the
I see.
ability to add additional dice.
Nice.
Okay, so hope point dice. So I can add.
You're in.
Do I click the inspired one too? So
Yeah.
I add 2.
If you just
And
click
to be
inspired,
honest, you're also benefiting from the battle, so you should be taking bonus die as well.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
You're going to have 3d6 on top of your D12 plus whatever points you have.
Is that because I've used a distinctive feature that's called that made it inspired? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to think this through. All right.
Just to be clear, did you have to burn a point of hope to do that?
I
Yes,
did.
you do.
You did, yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you
Okay.
You can
don't.
burn a point of hope to use a distinctive feature. Cool, gotcha. I
Well,
get
and
2D.
plus you get an extra. So you burn a point of hope and you get a d6. But if you burn a point of hope and you describe it with a distinctive feature, you get inspired on top of that.
Exactly. And you
Yeah.
get
So
Yep.
here we go. So that's with my bow. Yeah, roll.
Oh, look at that. Juicy.
Okay, so that's
Gonna
a
be a
great
hit.
success.
How many Tengwars did you get? You had 1 Tengwar as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does that do? Does that add? I get to choose what that does.
Yes.
Yeah, you get the 4. You get those 4 things that you can choose from. You can make
Yep.
a piercing attack.
Hmm.
Let me get it up again. Sorry.
That information as
A
well.
piercing
if you go-
attack adds +2 to the D12, and if that makes it a 10 or higher, it's then a piercing shot. Or you can just do a heavy blow, which adds your strength to it.
And so every weapon doesn't have its own piercing shot anymore. It has to just be above a certain d12.
That's right. Yeah.
Normally on a D10, you pierce automatically.
Yeah.
Well,
Sounds
you're
like
saying
it.
d10. You mean
Yep.
d12?
It's not a 10. If you get a 10 on the D12,
Okay.
yes. But if
Yep.
you roll a 7, and for me I've got a spear, I can add +3 with
Yeah.
that
I've
D6.
got a Gandalf rune, so that's a 10. So I'm good.
Nice.
All right. So I can use that 6 for extra damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Okay.
can.
So
Ow.
then, if
Yeah.
I click on bows, and remember I have keen on bows. What does that do?
That just improves your pierce to 9.
Oh, nice. That's right. Yeah.
What is the,
Yeah.
so?
You've already hang on. He's already pierced with that Gandalf rune because that's
Yeah. It's irrelevant,
Yeah.
but it just made the pierce easier for me. Okay, that's cool.
It does, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
And then
he's got heavy blow, fend off. Well, no, for yeah, it's either pierce or heavy blow.
So you've already done the pierce. The heavy
Mhm.
blow just adds strength.
I just trying to be
so how
low.
what extra damage? Because this bow normally does 3 damage. How do
yeah.
I?
But what's your strength?
Yeah, it adds your strength. Yeah.
So is it 3 plus strength? Is that what damage it does?
Yeah, correct.
All right. So it's 17. So oh no, that's target number. Sorry.
Yep.
That'll be awesome.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, there are 2 of you, right?
That is one buff little
Sure,
hobbit. All right, so that's
Yeah.
6. That's
So
6.
is your actual strength value 3? That gives
Yeah,
you a
that's-
17 TN.
Yeah, so it's 3 strength plus 3 damage on the bow, so that's 6.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
where do I add the extra damage?
That's it. The
'Cause I wanna-
3.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll-
because I'm adding my strength. I understand now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 6 damage and it does a pierce. So do you want to just do a protection roll there, Jim?
Yeah. So protection roll is yeah. Here we go.
Oh,
Haha.
Whoa, that's a failure.
Nice.
All right.
Now
so
this is a big orc as well. This is a really meaty guy. He's got like he's iron shod.
is this the one I've got?
That's-
It's the one on the bottom. So you've got 3 listed there. It's the
Oh,
one-
there's one on the bottom. Sorry.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that completely. Excuse me.
That's all good.
Um,
So did you
sorry.
roll protection on the wrong one? You can re-roll.
yeah, I will roll again.
No.
This guy's way less meaty.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah, he failed as well.
go. Good.
So you can
he
describe
takes
it.
the wound and dies.
Yeah, he takes a wound and dies.
So what is this? Like a what kind of is this like a snack attracker or what kind of orc is this?
He's a Goblin Archer.
Goblin Archer.
Yeah.
A sniveling,
Yeah.
Alright.
slimy, pale-skinned goblin.
So we've got and James and Christy are still on the top of the hill, and these characters are they at the bottom of the hill or making their way up the
Yeah, they're at the bottom making their way up. They were,
Okay.
yeah, you guys had a pretty advantageous
Alright.
position.
Still only
Oh.
see the stances.
Yeah. So what happens? I'll just describe this. You got James is just sort of playing with the grass, and he picks up this bug, and they very childlike, and he's just enjoying this little bug, and he's admiring the environment while you guys are just this full on events is going down, and bloods and guts, and people are being chopped down, and he's just admiring this bug. And Christie's kind of like shoves him and says like, I told you we should have had something more to eat. Like we have no idea when we're going to eat now. And she's just absolutely, concerned about the food, and she's annoyed with him because he's eaten, the last of their reserves, and she just grabs the bug out of his hand. She squashes it, smears it on the front of her arrow, and she just lobs this arrow at the orc, and it puts a spin on it, and it basically drills right through his skull, leaving a massive hole. And he just stands there for a moment. It's almost like his body hasn't registered that he's dead yet, and then he just drops straight down.
Nice.
Gravity just pulls him down like a sack of cloth.
Oh,
Excellent.
amazing.
That means two of the adversaries are dead. The two archers.
Mhm.
The two archers are now dead.
Yeah, that's right. Let me just I'm just changing the size of the images just because I love the art. Okay, cool. So this dude, the Goblin Archers are dead. I'm just gonna delete them from the mix.
Looks nice.
So one thing that worries me, Angela, is it's not applying the stances. That's the only thing that's bugging me.
Yeah, I need to. There is a video on combat that I need to refresh myself on. I think I need to go through it and just
So
apply a lot of
with
the
combat
next
stances,
time.
it changes your target numbers normally. I don't know how 2E works, but it's 1E was like forward has a certain target number, and you add your parry rating to that, and that formulates what the enemy has to. The enemy's target number, what they have to hit, is your stance plus your parry rating. I don't know if 2E uses anything like that.
No, 2E's different. It doesn't.
Yeah,
It's pretty much the same. It just adds or subtracts a certain number of dice to both your attack and the attack of your enemy.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
good,
that's
man.
It's always the same. Hey, it's always 20 minus whatever your stat is. But yeah, it mucks around more with dice in 2E than what it does in 1A.
yeah, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so this dude is really now. Oh, let me have a look. He's got.
He's not quite a pin cushion yet, is he?
He's a big boy, and he looks at the two elves, and he looks furious, and he doubles his resolve, and he charges forward, undeterred by the fact that he's just copped a whole lot of arrows and injuries. He uses his turn to get to Edorath, but he doesn't have enough time to attack. So he's just run up. He's charged towards Edorath. He's in Edorath's face, and that's the end of his turn.
Cool.
So, top of the round.
It's Mike.
Yeah, Edorath and Belagon. Edorath, would you like to go first, please?
Okay, so if I double click on him, okay, now these 4 arrows are actually inside the picture.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's still targeted. I think that might be just a coding issue. Let me have a look why.
That's cool. So, I'm still in forward stance, and I'm going to hit the Alt button and go spear. I was going to throw the spear at him, by the way. So I've got a bonus die. If you're happy, I'm going to roll a hope bonus die so that reflects the bonus from the forward stance.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I have done. Now you said click on it. I've only got 1 bonus, and I can't bump a 2 to a 10 to get piercing. So I'm going to do a hefty blow, and I will do 9 damage to him.
9 damage. Wow. Hit him
Or
pretty hard.
4 base plus 5 for my strength.
Yeah. Does he take any? Was that a piercing blow?
No,
That was a heavy blow, right? Yeah.
it
Okay.
was just heavy blow. I can't get a 2 to a 10.
No.
I could get a 2 to the 5.
Oh yeah. True, yeah.
I get halfway to piercing.
Yeah. Fair enough.
That just makes
All
it
right.
However, he's going to get a bonus die to hit me at the end of the round.
Okay.
If he's still
If he,
Belagon.
I'm with you on that one.
Belagons is going to swiftly attack him from his left side and attack him with his sword. So
Okay.
just roll it.
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Juicy.
That's good.
Okay, I'll do I add my strength. Is that right to the damage?
You can add it
Yeah, you
twice.
can, yeah.
You can add it twice. You got 2 6s.
Can add it twice.
Yeah.
Well, the damage I've done is 14 then.
Oh my goodness. Okay. This guy had one endurance left. So would you like to describe how utterly devastated this guy is?
I trap him in the side of his stomach and pull out the sword, and he sort of halfly opens up and collapses on the ground, bleeding a lot.
Excellent. Well done. So that ends the combat. All right. So there are. So the freed captives are obviously very grateful. They bless the player heroes for their timely arrival. Lyscar is just about alive. He was the guy who'd taken an attack. He was motionless on the ground with the other prisoners. So he looks like he needs immediate medical treatment. This is a young Bjorning, so I'll leave it over to you guys.
Belagon.
Healing. Who's got a good healing?
Belagon. I've got favoured healing of 2.
Good, you go for it. I got healing at 2, but I don't have faith.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. I'll go for it then.
Yeah, do it, man.
Hopefully it works.
Oh, very nice. Oh, hang on. What?
By the way, that was a failure, no?
Yeah,
It was a failure for me.
Yeah, it's a failure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's a failure. Hold on.
something that you want to consider is narratively a failure, plays out, narratively as a failure, but somehow that should hamper us mechanically as well. So if there's, let's just say that we had 3 attempts to heal this person, now we're down to 2, now then we're down to 1, or so mechanically there should be something that we kind of like, oh, that hurt.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, go on. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Yes, I think they can, and add a D6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you want me to do it again?
Now,
with an extra D6?
will that need a point of hope to do that, or not?
He could have put a point of hope in to make his roll more successful.
Yeah, but that has to be called, I think, before the roll.
Yeah. This would be the next roll.
So maybe then, before the next roll, what Saron will do is she'll use her lore to just have a quick look around the area to see if there's any healing plants that she knows of.
Oh yeah, so do you want to make a? That's a great idea. Yeah, because Lyscar is looking pretty. This young Bjorning is going deathly pale and is in need of urgent assistance. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, make a roll, please.
This will help.
Oh, that's a lot of dice.
16.
And that's a success.
Oh, great! Yeah, so you find like little shrubs of kingsfoil or atlas dotted around, which you know to be a very potent healing herb.
Yes.
Can we feed it to the pigs?
A little and then spit that into Aragon's hand so that he can help the young Bjorning with that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yes, are you going to do that, Belagon?
Yep, and I'll put a point of hope in it too, so it's
Nice.
the
Yeah, with the Atlas,
See if it
you can roll it as favored as well. I think you can make that a favored roll.
He got the rune.
Booyah!
Where's that?
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
did it light up? Did it light up? Oh no, it didn't light up.
Yeah, it didn't light up.
It didn't light up. Oh
Didn't
no.
light up.
I changed it so it should light up. Okay, yeah, awesome. So that works pretty well.
Yeah.
There's something about. Well, do you want to describe how you use the Atlas? He's got a wound, a deep wound in his side. That seems.
Well, I do the best I could. I'll probably screw him up, but I'll put the plant material over the wound and under the bandage, so it should work. And hopefully he gets over it. Hopefully
within a few minutes, within a few minutes, his fever begins to come down, and he begins to say how thirsty he is, and Toka, who's the serving maid at the inn, brings a little water from some of the provisions that were lying around. What were we going to ask? Sorry.
Yeah, we put up
was it a stomach? Was it a stomach wound, or was it a wound somewhere
his
else?
Side.
In his side. Okay. Yep. Because if it was a stomach wound, I would say don't drink anything.
Oh yeah, nah. yeah. Put a cork in it first.
Come out of him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, talking with the captives reveals troubling news. The goblins were led by a very large half-orc who was accompanied by a huge warg. And these ones had taken some very valuable loot, apparently, or some of the more valuable loot. They left shortly after the attack. The significance. There was some talk of an old map, and no one really knew what the significance was. But this guy was obviously after more than just ordinary plunder. Now, you guys, these people all came from the Dragon's Head Inn. The prisoners' names are Azvi, Toka, Mickey, and Fari, and they're all desperate to get back to the inn to heal their wounds.
The group waiting in ambush that we need to get them past, or take out the ambush group. Remember, we snuck past them.
Yeah, that's right.
Plus, don't we have some orcs still staring at a fire?
No. Well.
No, we took them all down, didn't we?
We've taken them all down.
Were those all the orcs from the staring at the fire that we took out? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My thought would be search them for any decent weapons, any valuables. If I can, I'm skinning that orc pelt, warg pelt.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was a few minutes while they were treating the injured man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toka and Mickey are they're very keen to get Lyskar back as soon as possible.
Get that.
Either to the inn or to Dale. And they actually suggest just continuing as fast as you can towards Dale. They know these lands pretty well, and they say that if you tell them where the ambush was, there's a pretty good chance that they will kind of skirt around the area.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
So they're going to make their own way back on foot.
Yeah, they would prefer it if you could.
We can take
if you could go with them.
Yeah, we can do that. So, sorry, just to clarify, so the half orc with the large warg, he looted stuff from the inn, and then did he go with the group that had the hostages, or did he go off somewhere else?
No, he left. He left shortly after the raid. Yeah, so he came. Yeah.
Can I ask? Can I ask the prisoners or the ex-prisoners to What did he take, which was valuable?
He took mostly gold and all the best provisions.
Yep.
And
Okay.
yes, yeah, and
No-
something
no
about
magical items or anything. Yeah, yeah.
no.
Quick question: in 1E, you were encouraged to do skill checks often, because if you got the sixes, then you could convert those into advancement points. In 2E, are you encouraged to do skill checks? Is there any benefit? Because would your character see growth from proactive skill checks, or do you just get the same amount of growth as everyone else at the end of the
I
session?
think the growth is the same.
Same.
I think I think it's time based. I think it actually talks about 1 point per hour of gameplay.
It does, yeah.
It says something like 3 XP per session.
Yeah, for like a 3-hour.
Very interesting. Very interesting
I
change,
know it is. I
change of
think I like
pace.
the older style.
Say
Tell you
again.
what, guys,
Yep.
I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah, sure. I think I like the 1E thing where you get different points for doing different things. It's like you got to tick all the boxes to advance, right? It's kind of
Yeah,
a cool.
it motivates you to kind of engage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do things,
I mean, we could. I'm actually happy to
I
homebrew
see-
that. I'm happy to implement that because it seems like.
It's up to you, man. I'm really cool just to play 2E as is.
Yeah,
I'm probing questions just so I can
Yep.
I can wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna step out quickly as well. Just take a quick break.
Yeah, sure.
Cool, I'll be right back.
Yeah, guys, I am aware it's 10 o'clock as well. Is everyone willing to go on for maybe another 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah, all good. I'll just
Cool. Yeah, we'll maybe take a
break.
2-minute break.
Yep.
2-minute bye. We'll come back.
Yes, mate.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm back.
Excellent.
Hi, how you going?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, I'm back.
Cool. Are we all back? Maybe.
Mike
Mike
is not here.
Okay, cool.
Andrew, could you try switching your mic to where it picks up only when you speak? Because then in Twitch, it'll actually highlight when you speak. You guys will see once I upload the audio journal what I'm
Okay.
talking about. But basically, because currently you're always broadcasting, so on Twitch it can't actually, it doesn't highlight your avatar when you speak, which is quite nice because then people watching can actually see, Balagon's talking, or Eridath is talking.
Okay.
Yours is constantly broadcasting, so if yours goes to picks up on your sensitivity, then yeah, your avatar will highlight whenever you talk, which is pretty cool. But if it doesn't, yeah, that's cool. It's doing it now. That's cool.
Okay.
But now it's on. I think it's still always transmitting. So just turn down the sensitivity a little bit.
Okay. I did it last time.
Yeah, so it's under
did I
user
do?
settings. Under user settings, and then under voice and video, you can just change your input sensitivity. You can turn it off. So under settings, and then under voice and video, you'll see input sensitivity.
That's it.
And you can change it there from
Okay.
automatic to manual, and you can just pull it down slowly. Because in Discord, you'll see there's a little green ring around your avatar, which means you're broadcasting all the time.
Yep.
Yeah. Have you got the Twitch link, by the
How about-
way?
There we go. That's good.
Yeah.
You got it, man. You got it.
Yep.
So just turn up your sensitivity slightly more. Just so I think you might have taken it a bit too far. So a little bit higher.
Okay. How about this?
That's great, man. So now when you talk, it actually highlights in Twitch. That's cool.
Yep.
Thanks, Andrew.
What is Twitch? I don't.
So
It's
Twitch,
like
know what
YouTube for video games.
Okay.
So Twitch,
Yeah.
I use Twitch because it's a nice, it's a live. We basically airing our game live, but then after it's been
Yep.
aired, I save that as a sort of a journal entry, and then I also upload it
Yep.
to YouTube. So Twitch is basically think of it as a recording platform. I'm using it as a recording platform because at the end of the day, Twitch normally broadcasts live, and once a live session's finished, it's finished. But if you know how to use Twitch, you can actually save that video, and then I actually save that to a Twitch channel, and then I save it to a YouTube channel. It's just a way for us to document our adventures.
Okay.
But I use a thing called OBS, and that lets us sort of highlight our avatars. And but yeah, there's a channel on Twitch called New Parable. One word, New Parable. If you hop on there, you'll see previous games we've played. I'll share a link in the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Yep.
Yeah, I'm actually on there now. It's pretty cool.
Sweet, man.
I'm not sure what the time difference is, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit delayed, so I wouldn't. If we talk now, there's about a 2-second delay when Twitch actually will broadcast your voice. So just hit mute whenever you're playing because it can be distracting hearing that echo. But
Yeah, sure.
it works really well just for sort of capturing our adventure.
Yeah.
Or
Cool.
some of the games that we play with a friend of mine, Dean Bailey, and they podcast under the name The Lone Orc,
Cool.
and including Star Wars, the modern Star Wars.
Nice.
Oh,
we've
cool.
been playing that. I have several of the rule books. And,
So is that Fantasy Flight one?
yeah,
Nice.
and it has with it Craig. He uses Craig to add into Discord to record.
That's very similar to the OBS kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, similar to what you were doing. And what they do is they record it, then they'll edit it, and then they'll put it out to everyone to play it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and we-
awesome.
Yeah, people have been listening to it and enjoying it.
So what I used to do in the past, I used to edit the sessions in Adobe Premiere afterwards. But I found the editing took a lot of investment from my time. So what I do now is, as we're busy playing on Twitch, I actually have music playing, and all the avatars are animating, and we've got a cropped screen from Foundry, so we can actually see the GM moving the map. And so there's very little. So we're doing a lot of the editing real time, so that
Yeah, that's awesome.
as soon as the session is done, we actually just click save and we've got our journal entry. Where in the past I used to sort of edit those things in afterwards in post, like editing the music and editing this, and it was way too time consuming.
A
So
lot of work. man,
having
yeah.
having it running real time, music in the background, map on the screen, avatars on the side, it's so much easier.
Well, guys, one thing I'd like to do before, just in the interest of time, because we'll be wrapping up in maybe 5-10 minutes here. I wanted to do a journey as well. So, if I'm just gonna bring up this journey page, which I think looks kind of cool, and I'm gonna bring out.
Thought, by the way, that issue of doing feats, doing skill checks and getting bonus XP possibly won't work in the new system because I got a feeling they've changed the XP requirements to buy skills and TN numbers, by strength and stuff like that, and by valor and by wisdom.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, okay. maybe we could do a narrative type thing where if something's cool, you can just award an advancement.
Yeah.
Point or two, yeah.
Something like that, hey? I usually like that sort of thing.
I think that sounds like a good idea. Let me just change all these to friendly. Bear with me a second. Cool, here we go. So let's do a travel roll.
Yes.
So you guys are setting out. The fellowship is setting out towards Dale with Lyscar, Toka, and Mickey. And
Now, it said, just a quick question, the half-orc took off from the inn itself, didn't he?
yeah, he took off from the
So we probably need to go back to the inn and then track his movements. So we I think we are guiding the wounded people back and see to it that they get back safely. I don't like the idea of letting them go on their own and having them get killed.
Yeah.
Defeat what we done. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not that far from Dale.
Yeah.
So you could potentially go back out and search for this half-orc again.
We'll also get them to Dale safely first, and then head back. Cool.
Yeah, if that's what you choose to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with so let's set the journey rolls first then.
Yeah.
If you guys would like to order yourselves out into guide, scout, lookout, and hunter, please.
I think I was the guide.
Yeah.
I got travel with advantage.
Yeah. Last time we had Eridath as the guide, James and Christy as scouts, Belagon was the lookout, and then by default, Sailwin was the hunter.
Yeah, because this was something actually we glossed over last time. I didn't fully understand the travel rules. So and then now that I can see this, it seems to be quite mechanical and more open to just our own narrative rather than the book dictating what happens. Yeah, which is quite interesting because in Adventures in Middle-earth they had tables and tables and tables of like potential things that can happen.
It actually served as a great way of generating a campaign. I solo 1E. I haven't broadcasted any of my solo sessions, but I solo the 1E, when I'm just on my ace. And the journey rules serve as a great way of actually generating your campaign for you. So it's like it kind of like stimulates. It suggests how many encounters you're going to have based on your travel, how many days you're traveling, and then what those encounters are. Essentially, it's putting together a whole campaign for you. It's marvelous.
Cool. Free League are good at doing that. They've done pretty much the same thing with Twilight 2000.
Oh, this is pre-League time. This is Cubicle, but yeah, Twilight 2000 I saw as a similar thing.
Yeah, and they've got solo rules in that, and it's pretty much just a heck crawl, and you draw the cards, and I've been starting that. That's really good fun. Yeah.
Wow. I wouldn't mind checking that out actually. Yeah, they've got some like great RPGs at the moment. They're Alien looking good as well.
It does look cool.
Yeah, it really does. So keen to play at some point. So, would the guide like to make a travel roll, please?
I can try it. Can I use my Sunstone to guide the way?
Yes. Does that require a point of hope?
No, it doesn't. I think the Sunstone, if applicable, simply adds a d6.
Sunstone to navigate in bad weather. Okay, roll a d12 to just a straight d12 to see what the weather's like.
Oh.
Or I'll do a roll on my end. Oh, so I've actually rolled an Eye of Sauron.
Sounds really bad.
Yeah, I can take a photo of that. That was kind of this is kind of the ideal thing for you to roll that. I'm not gonna touch my dice. I'm gonna send this up to the Discord just so you know that it's legit. Let me send this to you. Hang on. No one can hear any dice. Wait 1 sec. Gonna send this out. So the weather has gone from a lovely warm evening to beyond inclement, and with your Sunstone, And let me send this to you. Here you go. The Eye of Sauron. Okay, yeah. Would you like to describe how the Sunstone allows you to navigate through this horrible weather? We're talking like lashing rain, very, very, very strong shower.
You would navigate during the day by where the sun is. And what I figure I'm doing is I'm holding the sunstone up, and when my hand reaches the direction of the sun, it glows slightly,
Oh.
telling me where the sun is, despite
Yeah.
the stormy weather.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Use your so that gives you 1 additional d6. Is that right? Oh wow, that's a lot of. Oh.
I rolled the Eye of Sauron. That was really, really bad.
So this is the if.
Oh, hang on. I took the one over the Eye of Sauron. Good, but I still failed miserably.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, yeah, you were favored. Oh, you got a 1. Okay, it's not hugely better, but yes, it's still better than the Eye of Sauron. Okay, so you fail the. So the first event occurs 2 hexes away. Now, currently, you guys are 4 hexes away. We'll say. Okay, so we determine target and event. So would you like to roll a success dice on the event target table, please?
I'm rolling what a
D12.
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 Yeah.
I got a bad feeling that's wrong. Why can't I get that right?
Do you roll
Hang
that on your skill? Like, do you roll that on awareness or explore, or do you just roll that randomly against nothing, against the table?
Yeah, it's just against
Table.
I think it's just against the table. Yeah. You're not trying to beat anything. Actually, it's a roll of events from 1 to 12.
Yeah.
If I understand correctly.
So what am I rolling now?
Just a D12. Straight D12.
I'll just roll my travel. Oh, no, it's done favorite, but I got a Gandalf rune.
No, you get the eye. No.
Yeah, the Eye of
The Eye of Sauron. Oh no, you did. You got the Gandalf rune. We'll take the first D12, right? So
Yeah.
that was the Gandalf rune.
Okay.
So a joyful sight if the roll succeeds, and all company members regain 1 hope.
So do we do that now on our sheets? We add 1 hope.
Yes, if you've lost 1 hope already.
I spent
Okay.
1, so. I'll
Yeah, for
take
sure.
that
If you've
back.
already spent 1.
Coloured butterflies that Tom had us see.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
That and several of us got uplifted by it,
yeah.
except for one of the players, which was probably red.
I should have been on 15. I've seen I was down to 14. I don't know why that was.
Oh,
I think
So it was a
it automatically takes hope. I think when you click on that roll, it automatically takes hope. Just be mindful, guys. If you ever click on an enemy and you click on those additional dice, it automatically deducts hope from your sheet. So don't do that manually as well.
didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, good to know.
Good to know.
So the joyful sight was a sea of butterflies.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it was. Oh, got something to tell you guys. We were playing Roll20 the other day. 5 players and a GM. Brand new game. He'd loaded up Tyranny of Dragons. And-
Okay.
Yep.
Oh wait, hang on. Before you say that, no spoilers. We're going into that next.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, basically, the creatures. Well, they injured us badly in the first encounter. We get to the second encounter, and we're all dropped. And the GM goes, "There's no way in hell I am ending this game on the second encounter of the game." You get rescued, and I won't say how or why, but those blasted kobolds were rolling a lot of natural 20s and critting us with daggers and doing lots of damage, and it hurt. And so,
Were you level 1?
yes, we were all level
Oh, for
1.
sure. It's so swingy at level 1.
Are you talking about
Like,
Laughter of Dragons, the campaign Laughter of Dragons?
Sorry. I was thinking of Laughter of Dragons, not the Tyranny of Dragons. You're talking about the
Tyranny of
D&D
Dragons is
5e.
the
Sorry, yeah, my bad.
Ward of the Dragon Queen is the first part, but there's a
Yeah.
second book.
Yeah.
And then the Rise of Tiamat is the second one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
but
Yep.
those kobold, I
Yeah.
said at one point, that's it, I'm coming back as a kobold. And everyone thought that was hilarious, and then somebody said, those roles are only good for the GM.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well,
You should have come back to Kobold.
my solo campaign, I was also playing a hobbit, and I wanted the hobbit to go into the ethereal sort of spirit realm, but I wasn't sure how that was going to happen. And my first combat, I died, and I'm like, well, I guess that's how you enter the spirit realm. Off you go.
There's an adventure that does that as well. I mean, I won't say too much, but there is an adventure where you have to enter the spirit realm.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, which is kind of cool.
So it's so nice being sort of the narrator, because you can take those great moments that it could be like, oh no, the campaign ended, or you can just use that as fuel
Yeah.
for like, actually that's exactly how you entered the spirit realm. You were defeated, and now you
For
got to kind of
sure.
escape the spirit realm.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, and I mean, I like a TPK. You can it's a great chance for a prison escape.
Yeah.
Like scenario. I don't know. I think that's really cool. Rather than killing your party and everyone leaves all demoralized.
Yeah, totally, man.
You can make it you can fail forwards, right? So
Yeah, well, you got to make it challenging to get out of there, and it's totally derailed your quest. So you guys are trying to wrap up the quest, but now you got to spend 3 more sessions just getting out of whatever you got yourself into, and so at least that's the consequences. Where if you don't have, from a game design point of view, if you don't have consequences, it makes your actions feel empty. But if there are consequences, then your actions feel meaningful and exciting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So we need to do another. We need to do another marching test. So you've still got 2 hexes to do. So the guide needs to roll travel again.
Okay, I'm doing that. Just to let you know, there's Out of the Abyss, you actually start as prisoners of the Drow.
Yeah, which is cool. Yeah, that's like Oblivion, I think, as well. You start as a prisoner. So, Mike, would you like to do the honors, please? Oh, a great success. And a failure.
I missed by 1. Older 13. That is just so annoying.
Okay, so there's another event. Would you like to make a dice roll, please? We'll just take the first D12 that rolls. You make it just a random roll.
What have I... Oh, roll travel. May as well stick with that. Actually, I can...
You could probably use another skill with only 1 dot or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a feat die. Yeah. I think if there's no pips in it, yeah.
Hey, there you go.
So you get a shortcut.
Yep.
Reducing the length of the journey by 1 day, and you get 1 fatigue. Now, how do the rolls play into this again? This is what I was a little bit confused about.
In 1E, there's a certain person in your group will be nominated to do the roll to see if a hazard takes place or not. I think that's what.
Isn't this what the die roll is for?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but then so you can see here the guide has a D6 1 to 2, Scout D6 1 to 2, Lookout D6 3 to 4, and Hunter.
So that in 1E that was to determine if the hazard took place or not. So I don't know how that works in 2E.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look that up again. Sorry, just real quick. Journeys, adventuring phases, journey.
I think it was hazard instead of counter. I think it was hazard.
It was hazards, yeah. Oh, we should print out the journey logs as well and enter them. I'm not sure how to enter those. What's the best way to enter these journey logs? We'll have to maybe get one person to fill them out, and then
A download sheet, which I think I printed one. Yeah, I actually have one here. It's a whole page of journey logs, a year, season, journey from, destination, days of travel, the company, so who everybody's there, and it keeps track of their travel fatigue, ponies and horses journal. Then you have events, and then you can even draw in the journey path on the hexes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Event resolution. So once you've identified the location where event's going to take place, apply the following sequence. So select. So you identify the location, select targets, and that's when you roll a success die, so a d6. So in this case, we rolled an 8, so there was a shortcut on the fourth day. Let's say the third day.
The third day. Yep.
Yeah, third
And
day.
we make it home.
Yeah, and then you make it home to Dale. Okay, so now someone needs to roll a d6. So the lore master selects. Oh, so I have to roll a d6. Okay.
Okay.
/RD. No, that didn't work. Examples. Success die. /RDS. Okay. /RDS. 3. So 3 will be the lookout. That's quite thematic. So the lookout is Belagon.
And so I roll that awareness. Is that correct?
Hang on, let me just double check. So
and
now,
just remember in the rules as well, like these things that we're doing now, these checks, are depends how we want to play it. But in 1E, there was encouraged that each one of these things can be a cue for a little bit of a narration of like what's happening. Why is there a lookout? What's
yeah.
We can
from the
embellish,
DM or
embellish
from the
on it.
player? How did you play that, Oliver? Did you play that from the DM or from the player?
Generally, I keep putting it back on the player, so it's collaborative. So the table will tell you kind of what the scenario is, and then the player will describe how they engage with that scenario. So the GM keeps painting puts the canvas there, puts puts all the pieces on the canvas, and then the player kind of figures out what arrangement and how it's going to play out the sequence.
Yeah, cool. So in this case, it says for the shortcut, a successful roll by the target allowed the company to progress faster. For example, the lookout located a shorter path.
So then we just then is it Belagon, right? Belagon will describe to us how he maybe found the shortcut and maybe something we saw along the way, some old stone troll, or you get the drift. You can kind of use that example, just put in a little bit of flavor.
Add our own stuff into it.
We went to Overland. We got past the track somehow, and we made it to Dale by cutting through a forest or something.
Cool.
Is that,
cool.
Yeah, something like that.
Works.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing.
Yep.
So you guys still get 1 point of fatigue. I think, is that right?
We reach Dale and we can rest.
Yeah.
So should we all just -1 fatigue from our character sheets quickly? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So.
Where did the thing go for this rolling individual dice rolls for this system go?
You have to do it on Discord. You have to do it on Discord, I think.
Did you? There was a list somewhere, now I can't find it, where you can manually type in the thing to roll and the dice roller in the game.
On your... Wait a sec.
Oh, you mean is there...
In Foundry itself.
Yeah, if you want to roll success dice, you type /R space DS for dice success. If you want to roll
in Discord for us to see.
Yeah. It should be linked up there somewhere. Where did I put it? In-game reference.
We put a website in there.
No, it was just above the website. Where is it?
Also,
here we go.
Is fatigue endurance? So we -1 from endurance. Is that what fatigue is?
It's separate.
Because I don't see fatigue on my sheet.
No, I can't find fatigue either.
There you go.
So just something to note. I don't think there's fatigue on the sheet.
Oh.
Prince, thank you.
Journey and fatigue. Interesting.
Is it endurance?
Yeah,
that's what I checked now. I think because,
Separate thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they do endurance since this.
I think endurance is fatigue in many
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let me double check.
So we're supposed to -1 from that, so I'm down to 20.
Who's willing to die?
There doesn't seem to be a way to roll standard D6s.
Yeah, you can. You can write
Oh,
/R space DS.
1DS. Okay.
No, yeah, /R. Yeah, 1DS.
So everyone loses 1 endurance then, unless we can find the fatigue. It's everyone -1 endurance.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Where do you write that rice
The -1 endurance.
yes. No,
So
no, with the dice roll.
Your load. It
Oh,
says.
okay. Under the chat window, you look at the bottom. So in Foundry, there's 2 chat bubbles on the top right.
Yep.
The chat log.
Okay.
And then at the bottom, by public role, you can probably put in that those commands.
Yeah, I just.
Okay.
Yeah. Fatigue. Oh, yeah, interesting. There's no
Fatigue was big kept track on the sheet that I've printed out.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is, I don't see it on this character sheet.
No, what it says here, it says record on the journey log any fatigue gained from events,
Yep.
which adds to each hero's load.
Yes.
So the amount of fatigue
okay.
load, and that's how it affects endurance.
So does it immediately add to your load, or over time, or how does that equate? What's the
Adds
conversion?
immediately.
Yeah,
The bad news is,
So I'm basically on my load is I just add 1 to my load right now. Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I did the same thing here. But fatigue can be a bit of a killer. I got a way around it potentially if I'm allowed to take one of the ranger's cultural benefits. I can buy 2 wisdom, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I wear no better than leather armor and no shield, I take no fatigue.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's funky.
Are you a Ranger of the North?
Yes.
Man, beastie.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
looked at that and thought, oh, hang on, I know what I want. That's pretty hefty in this game because standard fatigue of wear and tear is going to...
So even that, when that mechanic or that ability kicks in, it's a great time for you to kind of like describe that. If you cool with that, GM.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
Essentially, can't even think of my name. Eridath is a messenger. He is used to traveling from one site to another and passing on the news. And basically, he's developed, muscles that allow him to just walk away the miles, step after step, and not really feel it. If he's with the group, he rests at night because there's other people can take guard duty, and he gets his guard duty, but he gets to sleep through the night. So he's just learnt to adapt to long hikes. But the restriction there is no shield, which you'd have to lose the buckler, and he cannot wear heavier than leather armor during that time of traveling.
So James and Christy are probably like wiping some sweat off their forehead, and they look up at Edorath, and he just looks as fresh as a daisy, and they're kind of like, kind of scowling at him, like really annoyed, looking at their short legs, and just like they're not impressed with this guy right now.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's how I see it. He's just used to traveling on the road. Or off the road, as the case may be, but he's
roads.
Yeah, he's used to doing that move from town to town, pass on the news, move to the next town.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, where did my thing go? Hang on, paste.
So I hope everyone likes that.
No, it's cool, man.
Yeah, that was very cool. Oops, I did that twice. So what I'll do, because it's just gone 10:30.
Yeah.
I will end with this, and sorry that we ran behind a bit.
That's good.
So the company is arriving into town. The Lysker is being has improved a little bit over the journey. Is now able to walk by himself. Your companions that you've rescued, thank you for escorting them through the wilderness to Dale, and they're very keen to get their friend into the houses of healing. But as you approach the Trader's Gate, you notice that the doors are shut, and there's a very large crowd of people assembling in front of the city walls. And getting closer, you discover that a cart carrying a heavy load of large blocks, a heavy load of large blocks of stone, is lying upturned in the middle of the road with a broken wheel, and that an elderly dwarf is lying motionless under it.
What?
You hear an excited conversation of a dozen dwarves who are desperately trying to move the broken cart out of the way to free the unfortunate fellow. And that is where we will leave it for tonight. So thank you very much, everybody, for a wonderful session. And thank you for spending all the time to go through Foundry. It does seem like it's one of the better VTTs once it gets up and running, but it is close to infuriating to import everything and play with all these.
Oh, John, you're a legend. And
play with these
We'll have big drinks and weekends.
functions.
well done, man. Well done. And I saw the segue you just did there at the end, because I'm let's just say I've got foresight. I don't know too much.
Nice.
I don't know too much of what's laying ahead, but I've got a little bit of foresight, like a page or two, and I saw that beautiful segue. So congratulations.
Oh, nice. Yes. I'm glad you liked it. Seemed like the natural place to start.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Angela.
Yeah, no worries, and thank you everybody. That was it was really fun to get Foundry set up. Thank you for your help. Thank you for a great game. I think we're kind of getting used to the rules together. I'm enjoying learning the rules kind of as we go. So I hope you guys are too as well.
I'm actually when the book arrives, because I prefer actually sitting with the book and reading it. I'm not one to stare at the screen because I do that for my day job. So when the book arrives, I'm probably going to jump in. But what I have found is I do open up the PDF in Edge browser, Microsoft Edge browser, and it's got read aloud. And I actually have Microsoft Edge browser read me the PDF.
Great. What a cool idea.
There you go, Ad-lib. I just did a hunting roll.
So you just do a hunting roll?
Yes, that is, I do believe, the... I said I was getting the hide off the warg.
Oh, yes.
I got a Gandalf rune on that, and a 456 on 3d6.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, you get... It's not quite pristine, but it is almost pristine. It is... I mean, you could sell that to have some kind of fine garment made out of it, or you could be fashioned itself.
Speaking of having it turned into a cloak for me.
Yeah, for sure. If you can find a leather worker in town in Dale, I'm sure you'd be able to.
Yeah, that's a great thing to do. So normally at the end of an adventure, you go into a fellowship phase. So would we be going into a fellowship phase in our next session, since we're going from one adventure to the next, or are we just going straight into the adventure?
In this case, we're actually going straight into the next adventure. Cool. We would normally do a fellowship phase. I mean, it actually depends on what you guys want to do. I'm quite happy to give you guys a few different paths.
Because if you go straight into the fellowship phase, that would give Eradath an opportunity to convert that pelt into something.
Cool. Yeah.
So and then you can also we can spend experience points. And on that note, what experience points did we get the last time, and what are we getting this time? I'm just going to add it to my sheet.
Let's say So it's 3 experience points per session, I think.
So
isn't
we
that,
should
isn't
be
that
on
right?
6. Huh?
We should be on 6 now. Everyone's on 6.
6
So if that-
XP, and I
that's-
think it's 6 adventure points.
Is that 6 adventure points? Okay.
Yeah.
So what is skill points? How do you get those?
Well, skill point. You have 6 skill points, and you have 6 adventure points. You then have to look at the system on how much points it costs to buy stuff. Somebody
So
last
how
week.
do you get the skill points? Do you get three of each? So we should have
Yes.
6 in each now. Okay.
6 in each. I do believe that would be right.
Okay.
So I'll have to look that up. But the problem is that somebody was saying, can I hold a point? The point you have from starting XP is way different from buying skills now.
Yes, but you can hold them to points. It's just it's better to buy in the beginning. It's cheaper in the beginning.
Cheaper to buy at the beginning.
Yeah,
Yes.
but points do carry across.
I would assume so, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Like I said, I don't see an advantage to it.
yeah. No,
I-
from session to session. I mean, from session to session.
Oh,
points can-
once you've got skill points, yes,
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
hold
yeah,
on to them to build up to buy something expensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, man. Cool. Thank you so much, John.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
worries. You're very welcome. Guys, next session, are we happy to do this once a month? I know that Christmas is coming up in the holidays.
I'm happy, man. I'm happy. This is great.
So if you guys, I've got young kids, so I'm not doing anything or going anywhere.
No.
That's good.
So if anyone's keen for a little cheeky additional sesh, I'm happy to DM. If someone else wants to DM, I'd be happy to play or whatever. I'm happy to continue the campaign if we're all here.
That'll be
Yeah,
good.
keep the conversation going.
Yep.
Cool. And I'll
What are you thinking? What are you thinking, Andy? In like in
what
a
am I
month's time, or
Let me just get my calendar up.
So currently it's the first Saturday of each month. So the next one would be. It unfortunately falls on the 1st of January. So we can always bump that over to the 8th, because you can't bump it forward because that's on Christmas. So it looks like the 8th. Is that is that what you're thinking?
Fine.
You
Yeah,
make
or
the assumption that all of it's going to be out partying the night before. I tell you now, I won't be.
Nah, all me.
no, I won't be.
I
I was
won't be
thinking of
either.
going to Fortress Melbourne. They do have like an RPG night. I was considering that if anyone's keen, but
Will you be able to play 3 hours on the 1st of Jan at 7 o'clock at night, 7:30 at night? That's the big question.
Yeah. At the end of the
I
day,
could.
New Year's Eve is actually when the real thing happens. So yeah, I'm actually okay with the 1st. Now that you mentioned, the 1st of
With the
January is
first,
actually
yeah.
pretty okay with me. So the 31st is actually when people celebrate and get
Yeah.
together, family and stuff.
true that. Yeah,
Is everybody right with that?
I think so. Yeah, I usually do stuff with my family on a Sunday, and
Yeah.
Friday night.
Cool.
We could
That's
even do-
good for me.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
we'll lock it in.
Saturday the 1st at 7:30.
Is
Brilliant.
that way to step
Yeah.
up? Yeah.
So the
Bring your
one.
own champagne.
Yeah. Work it into the narrative. We can actually in game.
Oh, for sure. So that's 7:30, is it? 7:30.
Yeah.
Let's actually start the game with a Southern Comfort and cola.
Oh,
That
it's
sounds
gonna be
great.
great, man. It's gonna be great. And then I'll upload the previous session is on YouTube. I'll post a link, but I must just get that. I'll upload the previous session on Twitch and this session on Twitch. But yeah, I'll post a link to both channels so you guys can keep track
That would
of the
be
journal.
great. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And it's looking like second edition. The last time we played it looked like first edition. Now the Twitch is updated, so it looks like second edition.
Ah, cool. Yeah, it's got a very new art style. It's interesting. Very
Yeah,
cool.
I like it. Cool, guys.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much,
brilliant.
everyone. Have a great night, everyone.
Yep.
Likewise. Thank
You
you.
too.
Thanks,
All right,
everyone.
take it easy.
Bye.
Ciao.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're very welcome. Good night, everybody. Bye.
See you, boys.